before we get in the car, look how beautiful this is. So green. I love to see these on Mom and Dad's window like that. They're just beautiful. Welcome back to the channel. If you aren't ready for a really good day, better turn this video off. Just joking. We are headed to the gym show in Franklin and Franklin, North Carolina. The GNLW is a whole gym and lapidary wholesale show that comes to Franklin twice a year. They don't go, they have a circuit that they go to. Of course, they're in Tucson. They go all over the place. But Franklin is the only place they come to twice a year. All the other places, they only go once. So I like to think that Franklin is special, that we are special. The actual GNLW show is in a gigantic tent, a covered tent, an air-conditioned tent. And it is a show that you have to have a tax ID to get into. Occasionally, I borrow a friend's tax ID and I go to that part of the show inside the big tent. But today, I'm not going in the big tent because I'm tired. And truth be told, over the years, this is something that we've been doing for several years now. The vendors inside the tent have changed, and so it seems like I don't need to have as much business in there anymore. Like what I need, what I'm looking for doesn't seem to be in that tent anymore, so there's really no reason for me to do that. Also, it's easier just to go to the other places. So to give you a quick, easy rundown, we got the big tent, enclosed tent. That's the wholesale show that you need a tax ID to get into. Outside that tent is another long tent that is open, and that is open to the public. There's another place that kind of away from there, up on another part of the highway, that's also open to the public. And then the Gym Society of Franklin does a show in the community building out there. And that is the very first gym show that we went to. Now, the big GNLW show, the wholesale show, is the main event, but all these other people will come and set up because the big show comes to town. So they know that while they're not affiliated with the big show, they know they're going to get business because everybody's coming to town to do it all. So Miss Cindy actually took us to that show probably...
We were in high school.
Oh, yeah. Right. So probably like 10 years ago, pushing 10 years ago, she took us to the community building, the show in the community building, the Gym Society, and that was it for me.
Special.
Oh, it was precious, and I was hooked. From then on, I was hooked. So I've been going back every year, and then one of our other friends, named Bob, took us to this big wholesale show. So I've not been back to the show in the Carpenter building. That's the Robert J. Carpenter building. I think that's it.
Since probably that first time.
Yep, probably so.
I haven't been back to any of them just in several years because get busy and things like that. And we did this every year for several years, me and Katie. So this was super special. I like to go along and just hold the rocks and help her look for stuff. What are you looking for today?
Well, like I said, since I'm not going in that big tent, it's really best that I don't, because that's where you'll end up spending some money, and it's overwhelming because it's massive and there's so many vendors. But outside that big tent, the last couple years that I've been, there's been a vendor selling lapidary rough. That's really one of the only people there that's selling rough material that you can buy by the pound, that I could take home and put in my slab saw and cut. This is a pretty small show compared to what happens in Tucson and other places, so this isn't really always a show for rough material. There's a lot of already finished jewelry, cabochons, findings, chain by the foot, that kind of thing. So if the guy that is here, and he should be, that has the rough material, I definitely would like to buy some rough from him, because I've bought some in the past and been incredibly shocked and surprised at the quality. I'm very pleased. So hopefully that'll work out. I'm pretty excited.
Oh yeah, I'm super excited. Like we said, I just haven't been in several years. Another thing, we want to give an update on Miss Cindy, because we did mention her, and again, thanking everyone for all the prayers. We're just appreciating it so much, and she's doing okay right now, considering she has good days and bad days. But for the last several days, I've not heard her say that she's been in pain at all. And she'll come over to our house. Mom will go cook her breakfast and bring her back to our house. And sometimes she just lays on the couch, and Olive will get up there, lay with her, and she'll take a nap. And then she always says how much she appreciates getting to be with us. And we're like, well, yeah, of course we love So kind of good days and bad. Yesterday seemed memory-wise not as good as the couple days before, but we're just grateful for the prayers and grateful that right now the pain is manageable, and we're just kind of going day by day.
I definitely feel like, you know, it's going as good as it could possibly be going,
right now.
you know. And so we do continue to thank you for your prayers and continue to ask that you will just pray for peace, pray for comfort, pray for guidance, that we would know what to do and that God's will would be clear and evident, because it's, to me, it's crucial. It's very important. That's what gives me the anxiety. I want to make sure whatever I'm doing is what God would have me to do and not what I think I need to do, but what He's told me to do. So that takes, you know, discernment.
Yeah, and just giving her the best care we can, making the best decisions we can, and all that.
Right, but I think it's been going as good as it could. So we thank you for that. And I think what we'll do now is we'll catch you. We're gonna end up going up and down Franklin Mountain, and there's some pretty views. So I think what we'll do is we'll turn the camera off and we'll catch you in the views. We are ascending the mountain. This is an ascent. We are climbing. All I can think about, now we're way up on the mountain, way up on the mountain, drinking from the fountain that never will run dry.
Yeah, I guess that's what I was thinking of.
That's a good song. We're the only one on our side, like there's nobody behind us. Ooh, that's pretty.
This is a pretty drive.
It is. I will tell you though, I can tell you guys, one time, this was a long time ago, my goodness, probably, I don't know, 10 years ago. Everybody's like, that's not long ago, but I'm like, that feels really, it's more, it was
when you're
more
only
than,
26, it feels like a long time
yeah.
ago.
One time I come over here with one of my friends, and were you with us when it snowed that night? Oh, bless it. I was going to say Corey wasn't with us, but she was. We come over Franklin Mountain one evening late to look for prom dresses, because it was a high school prom, and there was a prom dress place up here, and we all came and looked at prom dresses, and when it was time to go back, it was snowing on top of the mountain here, and it was dark, and I was scared. Carrie was driving us, and she did fine. We was in that little Honda car, you remember, like a 90-something Honda Accord or something, and we made it, but it snowed all the way up on top of the mountain and half the way down before we got out of it. Look at these big rocks. That's where they blowed the mountain out to make this road. All right, y'all. You can see how, so this is the big tent that I said I wasn't going to go in because there's really just nothing I need in there. I didn't get a tax ID together this year. I'm just I'm so tired, I can't handle the big tent this time. And they're going to come back in July. So if I really want it in that tent, then I can worry about it in July. So, that'd be a big saw. My saw would struggle cutting this, but that's nice.
Crazy lace?
It is, yeah. Or some sort of lace. It's heavy. So these guys are nice. They've given me deals before. Oh, it's kind of like, I don't know, a big piece of fluorite. Isn't that pretty? They're calling this Imperial Jasper. There's probably some other types of jasper in here too, but that's pretty. Is this all? It's like what I call chevron amethyst, or like Durango amethyst. It's pretty, ain't it? Yeah. This is what I like. Katie said she likes the little stuff. This is little rutilated quartz. That's nice. I probably have to buy some of that. I want some of that. These are just little Jimmy carnelians. These little Jimmy carnelians would be, that didn't look like much, but if you cut that open, it would be really pretty. It'd be nice. And this is a really good size to just, I mean, you wouldn't think you'd get much out of that, but you would. I could probably get 3 cabs out of that. That's pretty. Teeny tiny little stuff. What are they? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is called peanut obsidian, and this is awesome. You can actually see these big pieces of crystal in here, and I bought some from here last year and cut it. But these pieces are, this is way too big to go in my saw. But this is really cool. Look what we just found. This is probably from last year. I knew if we come back here, look at that piece. This is calico lace. It's a really rare old stock material, and I'll have to be buying some of this for sure.
Look at that.
I know. I bought some last year, and I ain't even cut through what I got last year.
Holy camole. Have you ever seen a piece of calico that big? I never have.
No, I haven't.
Holy cow.
We're going to come back here, okay? Pyrite, maybe?
Pyrite, fool's gold? I've
like
never seen a whole bucket before, though.
Richard would like that. He'd be all... What do you think Olive would think about this?
She'd probably try to bite it.
I think she probably would. They're beautiful, though.
It's kind of like that Imperial Jasper. It's just been polished. Pretty.
That literal just flakes. It's awesome. I'll buy some of this. I'm gonna have to have something to hold some of this. That would be a good piece, and that's a good size. See, I know more about my saw now. I've run it more, so I know what'll chuck up in this saw better, what shape. And that first one I picked up is a good shape. That would chuck up in there pretty good. We'll take that. Because I don't want something like that. That's too... We need something that's got a halfway decent shape.
So we found more calico. I had actually leaned over this bucket to look at the blue there the last time we passed through here, but this is more calico. Not all of it, but a lot of it is. Wow.
This is crazy.
It's just neat for us because you don't see this much calico in one place.
No, never seen it like that. And I really like it.
And you might get on Etsy and find a piece of calico like this, which is not even the best piece, and it's going to be like 80 bucks. And you can see how small that is in my hand.
I just said I got the weak trembles and that I was going to eat some chocolate. It's a little, no, it might not be. I hope it wasn't melted. So I'm really excited. We got this whole box of rocks that you can see here.
And we'll show you more when we get home.
We got some really good stuff. I've bought from these people for the last couple years, and they are nice as nice can be, and they're helpful, and they always give me a really good deal. It doesn't even matter what it says on the thing. They always give me a good deal. They gave me a good one last year, and they're really funny. They always joke with you. And I'm just really excited. I wanted to get all the rough rocks first, so that the rest of it will be easy pickings. You know what I mean? It will be light stuff. It won't be big, heavy rocks like this. So we went ahead and put them in the car, and then we're going to make one more pass along the bigger tent, and then we're going to go to the next place. So let's go.
And these are some rocks that Katie picked out for Christmas. This is some of that beautiful calico. I always get her to pick out stuff for Christmas. We've done that for years. I gotta get some chocolate too.
We've been switching water bottles. Is this Dad's?
No, that's Austin's. I bought that for Austin, and he hardly ever gets to use it. Sorry, Austin.
We've got Dad's, we've got Austin's. We're
Just
not going to be
chocolate?
without water. I just chocolate.
No, I can't see through my sunglasses on the screen, and I'm like, oh man, I think I got chocolate on my face.
I might have it on mine. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. But I'm also I feel really appreciative and really grateful.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really blessed that this is something that I get to do. This is somewhere that I get to come and I'm able to do this. This is truly a blessing. I don't take it for granted. And the fact that they come twice. So when there's stuff I see here and I'm like, I wonder if I should get that. I'm like, they're going to come back in 2 months. Less than 2 months, they're going to be back. So let's go check out this part of the tent. The part that we haven't checked out yet.
It's alright.
We got some tiger's eye And some fancy jasper. I've got some chunks bigger than my head of this at home. They're too big for my soul.
Wow.
Some amethyst. This stuff they call tree agate. That's kind of cool. These are garnets. And they're hot. They've been sitting in the sun, they're hot. This aquamarine in matrix. That's cool.
Don't expect to see this at the gym show.
Isn't that pretty? I love that. Got that cobalt I love. Wow. Malachite. That's some pretty pieces. Oh, look at this rainforest jasper. It's cool, ain't it? Yeah. That looks like that stuff I call indigo gabbro, but that ain't indigo gabbro. That's some sort of feldspar material. What about all of these? Those are my favorite colors. I like that. I like these. I really like those tiny ones. Those are pretty. Look at that. What cut is there? I don't exactly know what those are, but I won't mind. So we left the first show that we went to, and now we're at the next little place, kind of on the side of the highway. And don't forget, we're going to show you a complete haul when we get home of what I got. So we're going to go check this place out. Let's go. Don't mind all the boxes there, but look at the mountains. Aren't they gorgeous? Exactly know how much of it I mean, I just don't know.
Silver pendants that are not wired, but not the non-wire ones.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
We got some cool little rocks. This is a smaller show, the show that I talked about that comes to town, not when the big show comes to town. This is open to the public, and these are just other vendors that set up. And it's a little bit different. Sometimes I find stuff here, sometimes I don't, but I'm glad I stopped because I found some little stones from a very nice gentleman who had a gigantic red beard, and that was cool. So,
Yeah.
now we're on to the next place. One more place before we truck this baby home. It's in Tarja. Those rocks have been put together that way. That would make such a cool necklace. I might have to come back for that. I may come back just for that. That's cool. There's indigo devil. We had a great time in the Carpenter building there in the community center. It's the Gem Society of Franklin, Gem and Mineralogical Society of Franklin that puts this show on. And people who've been doing this for years. Some of these people have been doing this for 50 years, and they're really excited to talk to you about rocks, and they're very knowledgeable and passionate about it. So it always feels so good to be in a place with like-minded people, in a place with other rock hounds who love rocks as much as we do. So we made a cool little circle, bought some pretty things, and then we happened upon this guy.
But we're not going to show you till we get home.
But it's pretty much this whole size. It's heavy too. It's
big.
probably, I don't know, it's probably several pounds. So we'll show you when we get home. Let's kick it. So remember the rock we said you had to wait till we got home? Here
Ta-da!
it is. This is a huge Kentucky agate. And we were having a debate on whether we thought that this was really black or purple when you slab it. I think it may be black, but it's going to have a little purple in it. We got some yellow, some cool pseudomorphs. Just so people can see how big.
It's big.
It is big. So,
Awesome find to find a piece that big. I mean,
yeah,
it's big.
it's huge. So I also got this. This is not very exciting. I won't take it out. I mean, it's only exciting when you cut it. This is rutilated quartz. And there's some cool rutile. You can see a little bit of gold right there. Got some of that. I brought this water out here.
Oh, good idea.
This is what's left over, so I could show you some of, I'm sorry, wetting some of the colors. So that's
Wow.
going to be a really nice piece to cut and slab.
Gorgeous.
I thought I would get,
Yeah, get us a piece of this
Just-
calico. Wow.
this would be really neat. That's a nice piece.
And you got some different kinds of jasper, right?
Yeah, that's going to be cool.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Yeah, let's do a piece of the jasper.
And then a
Maybe
piece of the carnelian, too.
a little bit of...
Gosh, so pretty. Just so, like, sandy,
cool.
like the desert.
And these will be really pretty. These carnelians, you can see that rich. It's like super,
Wow.
super red. So there's a little bit of the same down
Some
in
crazy
here.
lace. Get some of that pretty lace.
You
Just
get-
crazy lace?
Yeah, some kind of lace. So that's gonna have some really cool
Wow.
pattern in it. And these are all good shapes. This is gonna go in my saw pretty easily. I wanted to find, this is the piece I wanted to see.
Look
Oh,
at
yeah.
that dark green.
Isn't that crazy?
It's gorgeous.
And look, this is a really good shape for my saw. That's pretty
Gorgeous.
Ooh, look at that right there.
Wow.
It's insane. And Corey, there's one or two little pieces that ended up in here that you weren't with me when I picked them and you didn't see them.
Oh, wow. Look at that dendrite. It's beautiful.
That's cool. This is one of them. This is a little different.
Ooh, what is that? That's not a piece of carnelian, is it?
No, I don't know really.
Some kind of little agate.
Yeah. That's really pretty. Look at that banding.
Wow.
So that's mostly what's in here. We might do one more piece because I wanted to know what this was. It's really green.
Nice.
Whatever that is. So that's a lot of the rough that I got. One more. I like one more piece because I'm wanting to see what this is. I don't know, but it's, look at that.
Wow.
That's cool.
Pretty.
So that's some of the rough that I got. Let me dry my hand. And then I got some, this is just what I've got sitting here. Just some little loose cabs.
Pretty.
This is all some greens, blues, some little faceted. And here, I got some nice moonstone. Some of them is just loose down in here. So I got some.
You can see the flash on camera. That shows up really good. That real flashy blue. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So I got some nice moonstone. Here's two other pieces of moonstone just in their little
baggies.
Little baggies. I also got some beads, which are over here. And this is actually some cabs. I bought some bigger cabs called nunderite. It's a tan and green material. Just some beads. These are some Botswana agates. Just some other little, like, agates. Just some other, you know, just a different variety, color, mix of beads. But something I'm also really excited about is these.
Beautiful.
Is all of these little labradorites. I'm going to make some rings and necklaces with those. So I think that that'll be pretty cool. So this is most of pretty much everything that I got, I think. And out of everything, I think I may be the most excited about this. Now, you know, there's definitely some fractures in it. We can see that, but there's still some amazing color. This is so pink. I don't know if the camera picks that up, but it's just really pink.
A little bit.
So I'm pretty excited about this. I call these pseudomorphs, those funny chimney smokestack looking patterns. So this is pretty much it. My braids are getting a little
frayed. We got
it's been
going
a long
on.
day.
Let's see if we can get better light this way. Maybe it's starting to get dark here.
It is starting to get dark here. So we really had a wonderful day. Again, we feel like we had a completely just a blessed trip. So many wonderful people saying wonderful things.
And shout out to our friend that we saw. She had emailed me saying she might be there, and she was, and that was really cool. I heard Corey and Katie, and I looked, and
like,
we got to meet a viewer. So that was really awesome. Shout
that
out
was
to
awesome.
you.
And we really liked the view. You were so sweet, and you were really pretty.
Yes.
And we had a great time. So we thank you guys for watching. And I'm hopefully going to be able to get to making some stuff with these cool creations soon. I'm realizing that I've left water in one of my saws for a day, and that's super not great for the blade, but that's okay because I'm just going to go downstairs and cut a rock. That's right. I'm going to go ahead and get to it.
You got to comment and let us know what rocks you liked, and let us know if you ever go to gym shows.
Let us know what you think. And other than that, we'll catch you on the flip side, guys.
God bless you. God keep you.
Bye.
Bye.